Okay, hi, we're recording. So excited. Okay, today is the beginning of September. It's September 4th. This is the end of the year push. This is where everything that we do from now until Christmas is setting us up for an amazing 2019 when everybody gets all excited about the new Shaun T program. Everybody thinks about the New Year's resolutions. So now is the time that we all need to put our heads down. And if you want to really make an impact, like now is the time, because people are not necessarily thinking health and fitness because they just started back to school and they're thinking about holidays and they're thinking about like every single thing that could possibly, be farther from fitness for the most part. So, what I wanted to talk about, the main thing I want to talk about tonight is an accountability, a way for you guys to stay accountable. But before I get into that, there's one really important thing that I want to talk about. So something happened to me this weekend, and I thought that Facebook deactivated my account for like 45 minutes. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't add friends. I couldn't comment on anybody's pages. I couldn't use Messenger. My Instagram had delinked itself from my Facebook. It was like I was basically in a panic. And a couple, maybe at the beginning of this year, the end of last year, I know there was another coach, a really, pretty high multi-star diamond, who had her Facebook account reported by somebody who didn't, thought she was annoying. I don't know what happened, but basically reported her, and Facebook deactivated her account. And so basically what happens is you lose your access to all of everything. So like your photos, I know for me, I don't have a lot of photos that I've uploaded to Facebook anymore because they've disappeared into the ether of wherever. I've got new phones, all kinds of stuff. And then your friends list, everything like that can go away. So what Facebook has, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen so that you can see, because every so often it's really important to make a backup of what Facebook has of yours. And so that's everything from messages, photos, your friends list, all of your posts, all of that can be downloaded from Facebook. So I wanted to show you really quickly how to do that. And I really, really recommend that you guys do that, because I did that maybe 2 months ago, but I haven't done it in a while. So I just did it again, just in case. Okay, I'm going to share my screen really quick, and I want to walk you guys through how to do that. Okay, can you see my Facebook page? Okay, so if you go up here, there's a little down arrow up on you have to do this from a computer, you can't do this from your phone. So up here, next to your notifications bar, there's a down arrow. You go to settings. Get all my chats to quiet down. Okay, then you can go, whoa, no. Why would you open up Messenger, you nitwit? Go away. Okay. So here we are, general account settings. And right here at the top is a big banner that says to download your information, go to your Facebook information, and you can click on it right there. Okay. Then all of these are little options you have. Here's your activity log, manage it. You want to download your information. Download a copy of your information to keep or to transfer to another service. And then you hit view. And then you can select, I just select everything. This is your groups. This is your events that you've attended, pages you like, or pages that you're the admin of, anything you've saved. So I save a lot of videos from Beachbody Champions. Anyway, so you go here, you hit create file, and it gets you all set up. It says, we'll let you know. Well, whatever, I'll do it again. But it lets you know, it sends you an email when it's done. And then you can that's it. That's all you have to do. It saves to a file on your computer, and you can open the files and see what's in there, basically. So it's a big, big, big file. So if you don't have a lot of space, make space before you do it, but that's how you do that. So I just wanted to talk about that, because in what we do, if we're not careful with how we post, because Facebook kind of frowns upon be, selling without you having a business page because they want to make money from us. And if you go in and you read, like, it's probably a good idea to read policies. Like, I haven't really read them, but basically, don't do like a lot of other network marketing businesses do and be like, buy from me, buy, sell. Posting stock photos is a big one that that Facebook doesn't like. Just all the stuff that we don't really do, but we just have to be careful with how we post. When we talk about the products in a way that, that we're supposed to and that we do, where we say, I love this because if you're interested, let's chat, that's totally fine. Like, Facebook should not have a problem with that, but it's when, and I was a little worried because I got a little bit more, like my posts over the last week were a little bit more, aggressive, I would say, just because of the flash sale. But because of that, I was like, oh my God, somebody reported me, but everything's fine. Apparently it happened to a lot of people because Tony posted in Team Icon. He's like, I thought my Facebook account just got deleted, and like 13 other coaches are like, oh my God, I thought that too. So I was like, okay, I think it was just a glitch. So that's that. So now what I want to do is get into the meat of things. Okay. So what I want to start out by saying is, so if you don't know, in June of this year, I did a Josh Coates training. I did the Art of Recruiting with Josh Coates. It's the second time I've done it. The first time was last year, and I didn't get very much out of it because I wasn't really ready for it. This year, I was ready, and I got a ton out of it. And it really lit a fire under me. And so what I've been doing, the main thing that it did was it helped me get a system in place so that I could really effectively use my time and really effectively just do all of the activities that are going to help us grow our business. And I feel like I'm at a point where I've really got a good handle on things. My numbers, my paychecks are kind of starting to reflect that. So actually what I want to do really quick, I want to show you guys, I have a little board that I write on. So I've got my Success Club points from April until September on my account and my husband's account. And I want to show you kind of what's happened over the last couple of months. And then what I want to do is tell you, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys the system that I use, and I'm going to give you an accountability tracker, and I'm going to talk about something that I want to kind of launch with us. So here we go. I don't know if it's actually the right direction or not. We'll see. Okay, so here, let's see if you can see this. Is that the right?
Hey, Alana, are you still trying to share your screen?
Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Because you are super tiny right now.
There we go. Okay, I don't know if you can see this. Is that the right direction? Can you read?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so April was a good month. May, Success Club 2. June, 4 on Nick's account, 2 on mine. July, 6 on mine. August, 12 on mine and 2 on Nick's. Because in the last 2 months here, June and July, I was putting in a ton of work, and it started to show. And I've got people, I have 4 or 5 conversations right now about with people who are like, yes, I'm ready. And they're just waiting for a paycheck or whatever to come in. So what I'm going to do is walk you through all the things that I have done, and they're simple things. And I'm going to walk you through them, and I'm going to give you accountability tracker and some of the tools that I have been using. And I'm going to make this really easy for you because, well, first what I want to say is I realize that not everybody has the same goal as me. My goal is to leave my full-time job, do this full-time, and make really good money, which is totally possible. Anything in this business is possible if you put your thinking hat on, basically, and you pull on your big girl panties and you do the things that maybe scare you, but they're not difficult. They just are scary things sometimes. So wherever you want to take this business, whether you just want to cover the cost of your shakes, you just want to make some extra money every month, or whether you're ready to leave your full-time job, there is a plan that I've made that will help you. So the first thing is there's two ways that we learn in this business. One is we get kind of this like background knowledge about like, what is Success Club? What does it mean to be Emerald? How do we rank advanced? That's kind of like the general, knowledge. And then we have to learn what the actual activities that we have to do every day to build our business are and how to do those. And so that's two very different things. And I found that there hasn't really, up until July, or I guess August, there wasn't really a good training for how to do the day-to-day activities and, what that looks like over the course of, a week or 2 weeks. So there are two things that I want you to make sure that you're in. One is Melissa's team page has the 14-day training. That's like the background information, and that's really, really good information. I think she has it in the file section. Jennifer, I just tagged you in it. Hey, Melissa. So if you haven't gone through that, you don't have to do it, all in one sitting. You can do it one video a day or a video every 2 days. They're pretty short. They're like maybe 20 minutes at most. But those are really, really good background information. If you haven't gone through that, go through it. I think it took me probably 5 days to go through it because I watched a couple a day. The next thing is, last month, Melissa did what she called an Emerald Mining Group. That's designed to get you to Emerald. That's designed to get you to be able to sign up to coaches, which Jennifer, you and I will talk about like what all this rank stuff means. But that'll get you to Emerald, and Emerald is the first stepping stone in building your business. And so that's designed to get you there over the course of these 2 weeks. She did it last month. She's doing it again this month. And again, Jennifer, I tagged you. Get in that as well, because that's the action steps. That's what you have to do, and that's how to do it. And she gives you ideas and scripts and, posts to do and, a certain number of people to reach out to. And it's really step by step, and it's really easy. And so okay, let me rephrase this. It's simple. Like what is in that group is simple, but the hard part is making yourself do it, because you're going to be uncomfortable doing it, and it's going to scare you, and you're going to want to run away. Because I felt that way, and I know how that is. But it's gonna get you there. Like I signed up 2 people during the course of that. And just by all the conversations that I started when we did that flash sale at the end of last month, I ended up signing 3 people on one day. So I basically would have hit Success Club. If I went into that flash sale at 0, I would have been able to hit Success Club in a day on the last day of the month. That's how powerful. And these are all people that I've been talking to, for some of them just for the course of a couple of days or a couple of weeks since the flash sale. So now, those are 2 things that you should do outside of what I'm going to show you today. What I want to show you, I'm going to share my screen again. And Amber, remind me to unshare my screen at the end. So for this accountability tracking, there are a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need 2 notebooks. One is for tracking. If you already are using another tracking form, keep using that. But if you don't have a tracking system, use this until you find another way, because we need to track everybody we talk to. And if you wait to track until you find the right tracking system, you're never going to do it. So do something. So if you're not doing something, use pen and paper. So you're going to need 1 notebook, like I use a composition notebook. And then you're going to need 3 highlighters. I use pink and green and blue. And you're going to need 1 pen. And that's all you're going to need. So 2 notebooks, 3 highlighters, 1 pen. Your second notebook is for notes. So like notes on team calls, any personal development notes, any business development notes, if you watch videos on YouTube or on the Beachbody Champions page, because those are part of your vital behaviors and those are things that you need to be doing every day. So what I'm going to do is just go through this accountability tracking and show you guys the things that you need to be doing every day and show you how this is going to work. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So we are going to, I have this all in a Google Drive. What I'm going to do, I'm going to share this Google Drive in the chat, and I'm actually going to share it in the not Facebook. I'm going to share it in the notes of the YouTube video. So when you go and rewatch this on YouTube, it's going to be a link there in YouTube. So nobody has to have access to the chat to get them. Okay. So last year, Melissa shared these 3 really great trackers that she created from another coach, another like top coach, I think when she was at Leadership. So this is divided up into 3, steps. Like if you want to cover the cost of your shakes and work on your own health journey, then you would be a walker. If you want to, help some people really like get yourself in a good place physically, making some extra money every month on top of what you pay for your shakes, you would be a jogger. And if you want to put the time and effort and you have the goal of completely changing your current life situation and quitting your full-time job and doing Beachbody full-time, you're going to be a runner. So that's the designation. So you need to pick which one you want to be. If you have any questions, about what any of those mean, you can ask me, or you can just look through the activities, that go with each one and see which one kind of fits. If you just have, a certain amount of time or whatever it happens to be, look through the documents as well. So there's 3 pictures: walker, jogger, runner. And then there's 3 spreadsheets, 1 for each one. So we'll go through the walker first. So this is what it looks like. So it's divided up here. You have your daily behaviors, and a lot of these are, so this is the kind of base. Like this is like the base. So daily behaviors and like the vital behaviors fall into this. So you should have a vision for what you want your life to look like, no matter what your goal is. If you have family goals, or if you have travel goals, if you have, health goals, like maybe it's a weight number, maybe you want your blood work to look a certain way, maybe you want to have energy to do a certain thing, that needs to be something that you write out for yourself. So you need to read that vision every single day. Or what I do is I just write my goals out every single day. They change a little bit every day, but there's like definitely a theme, and it's kind of fun just to like sit down and brainstorm every morning. You are going to be sharing and inviting with 1 person a day. Now, when we look at the tracker, I have upped that to 3 because I have found that it takes more work than you think it does to even hit Success Club. So this says share, or invite 1 person a day. You need to be doing personal development 10 minutes every day before you look at your phone or your computer. And that can be listening to YouTube videos. It can be listening to an Audible book. It can be listening to a podcast. It can be reading a book or reading on your Kindle. But doing something that feeds your brain. And again, that's one of our vital behaviors. And again, Jennifer, if any of this sounds really totally foreign, like we'll talk about this. Okay. be a product of the product, another vital behavior. Commit to Shakeology, press play, do your nutrition. Those should be non-negotiable every day. Gratitude. I know Amber's doing an awesome job on her Instagram stories. She is sharing her gratitude daily with 3 things that she's grateful for every single day on her Instagram stories for the whole world to see, and I love it. So to write down what you're thankful for every day. It can be 1 thing, it can be 3 things, it can be 5 things. Think about the good in life. And a great book, if you haven't read it, is The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor. Such a good book. Okay. Post on social media. It says post something of value on your social media once a day. And I would say what I'm hearing now, because I'm in another Josh Coates training, what I'm hearing now is like 1 to 2 times on social media is kind of where the algorithms are right now. I know for a while it used to be 3 to 5, and now it's like 1 to 2 high quality posts. So if you've been struggling to post 3 to 5 times a day, don't worry, like it doesn't have to be that much. Okay. Then contribute to your challenge group. And this is for your personal journey. If you have challenges in a group, yes, interact with them, but you need to be checking in on your own personal journey every single day and being accountable. Listening to a National Wake Up Call every Monday, sharing your goals. You can share them with me. You can share them in Melissa's page. You can share them in our chat. You can share them wherever you want. Just make sure that somebody else knows about your goals. Spend time with your family is a big, big, big one, because that's why we do this. We are doing this so that we can have a really good quality of life, and our families should be number 1. You should be able to understand the power of community, which is like what our coaching team is and our accountability groups. Recognition, why we should be doing recognition, why we need to be lifting other people up, why it matters. And then doing the little tiny things every single day, and they add up over time. And eventually it's that kind of exponential growth that you start to see. And this is somebody who attains Success Club 0 to 5 each month. Amber. Yes. Shawn Achor, Firefly. Challenge from Shawn Achor. Yes, exactly. Okay. So then over here is kind of like, it breaks down and this is a little bit hard to see. So when you print this out, you can read these, and I do apologize because I can't even read what they say here. But these are just some notes that you make for yourself. Like, what PD are you reading? What business skills are you working on this week? So like last week I talked about Shakeology, and I'm still working on learning as much as I can about Shakeology. That's like my business building skill right now. And then every Sunday, review your week. Like, what successes did you have? Where do you need to improve? What really spoke to you from your personal development, and what are you grateful for? So that, and I took a little bit longer on this walker one just because it's really like the base one. And we'll move a little bit quicker through the jogger and the runner. But that's what these trackers are. And you can print these out and you can check those off like every day, or you could just say, okay, like generally I do these, whatever works for you. One great thing that I do is if I have a tracker that I like, I print it out and I put it in one of those like sleeve protector, like sheet protector sleeves that are plastic and clear. And then I just use a dry erase marker and I write the date at the top and I mark it off for the day and I erase it at the end of the day. And it works great. Okay, so that's the walker. Jogger, I'm going to, again, go through these a little bit more quickly. So everything from the walker, but in addition to that, you're going to be doing a daily power hour. This says invite 3 people. I have upped that on the tracker, as you'll see. You're going to be you're going to be a coach in a challenge group, and you're going to be inviting people. This says run a free group and run a challenge group. I'm not going to tell you to run your own challenge group because I want everybody to be inviting in Tony's group. And again, Jennifer, we'll talk about this. But Tony's challenge groups are where it is, like amazing. So you don't have to run your own, but you do need to be a coach in there, and you need to be encouraging other people, and you need to have your own people in there. Attend events. This is important. contribute to the team page, use a tracking system. I would suggest that everybody, no matter where you are, uses a tracking system. Do a week in review every Sunday. Then when we get into like understanding, you should be able to understand the compensation plan and coach placement. You should be thinking about developing your brand. And in addition to that, you need to be able to understand, the power of community and recognition and the compound effect. This is somebody who's attaining Success Club 5 to 10 every month, and they have 3 to 5 new coaches per month, not necessarily working coaches, but coaches, either working or discount coaches. And then all of this is the same over here. Okay, so then the runner is like somebody who wants to really go after it. Okay, this is somebody who you do your vision every day. You're inviting and following up with 10 or 20 or more people every day. You host team calls and trainings. You have coaches that you mentor. You do a lot of personal development. You do the vital behaviors without fail every day. You share your monthly goals, use a tracking system, all the same sort of things. You manage multiple social media platforms. That could be Instagram and Facebook. You could, Pinterest isn't really a social media platform, but if you do a website, if you have an email list, if you are using Pinterest, if you are, anything, if you work off of Twitter or Snapchat or any of those other ones, like more than one. You manage a team page. You attend and help organize events. Again, all of these, spend time with your family. This individual understands duplication, and that means being able to share what you're doing with other people in a way that they can duplicate it and they can use it. Branding, you understand what it is and you have yours totally dialed in. You understand the elite and premier guidelines and you have goals to attain them. You're starting to establish a team culture. You create an opportunity for your own coaches to start growing underneath you. Be solution oriented, don't complain, and you need to just no negativity. You need to be attending trips and rallying the team and sharing why they are so important to get to Summit, which is everybody should be at Summit, first of all. Then NLC is the New Leader Conference that happens every February, I think, in Santa Monica. Leadership is 5-star diamond and above. You host sneak peeks, you do business opportunity calls, you understand all of the same things that we talked about in another two. And this is somebody who has goals of Success Club 15 or more goals. It would be great if we were all hitting Success Club 15 or more, but you should be working towards helping, 7 or 8 or more people get started every single month. And you're recruiting 5 to 10 coaches per month. So again, it is hard work, and I will not lie to you that this is hard stuff, but it's doable when you scale it up. And so what I'm going to share next with you, because we have 9 minutes before my thing runs out, is I've created just a really simple accountability tracker. And so the way these are going to work, and what I'm going to do is, okay, so this is the walker. If you want to use these are going to be editable. You can put your name here. So this is the name column here. You put your name here. I'm going to have a tab at the bottom down here for each week of September. And this is going to be it'll be more clear. But basically these are the activities that you are going to, all you do is you put your name in here and you say, hi, my name's Alana. Over here, did you use your products? Yes. Did you post 1 to 2 times a day? Yes. Did you check into your challenge group? Yes. So then the next 3, this is growing your network. So you're going to add 3 new friends to your social media. You're going to start conversations with 3 new people, not about anything Beachbody. This is just, hey, how are you? It's been forever since we've chatted. How's your dog? Or, a conversation with a new person that you have a friend with. Hey, I saw your post about such and such, and I am a new mom too, and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then invites, 3 invites every day. Hey, I have a free accountability group starting next month. Do you want to join me? That's all that is. Or, hey, we're doing a sneak peek for a 3-day cleanse. Are you interested? That kind of a thing. Personal development is the last thing. Did you read 10 pages or listen to 10 minutes of personal development? So for a walker, those are the things that you need to be doing every single day. And if you are new, or if you are coming back to coaching, or if you haven't done this consistently for a while, this might seem overwhelming, but that's okay, because the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more frequently you do it, the faster you get at it. So you add 3 new friends, that takes me less than a minute anymore. 3 new conversations, like I go back to who I added from yesterday and I say, hey, are we in a group together? We have a lot of the same friends. How are you? That's my 3 new conversations. 3 invites, I go back to 3 or 4 conversations from 2 or 3 days ago from people who responded to my message. And I say, hey, I'm doing a challenge group, and I thought of you since we were chatting. Do you want to join me? And those are my 3 invites. And all of that takes me like 10 minutes anymore. So it is overwhelming at first, yes, and I understand that. And the only way to grow as a coach and to learn new things and for things to get easier is to do them repeatedly. So don't feel like you're not going to get this. Move thing. So that's the walker. And then the jogger and the runner are similar, but they just have different numbers. So again, this is the jogger. You're going to use the products. You're going to post 1 to 2 times a day. You're going to check in with your challenge groups. Mostly what happens here is you're going to add 5 new friends. You're going to start 5 new conversations, and you're going to send out 10 invitations. And the next thing that I added on here is you're going to check into your back office. See how things are going back there. Make sure you're still at Emerald. Make sure your business fees are paid. All of those good things. And then for the runner, you do all of the same things, except you add 10 new friends, you start 10 new conversations, and you do 10 to 20 invites. In addition to checking into the back office, you also add value to a team page, whatever team page you want, whether it's Team Icon, Team Destination U, some other team that, there are a bunch of our upline teams, whoever's team you are most active in, you add value. That's it. This is where I am right now. I will be putting my name here so you guys can see what I am doing, and you can see me holding myself accountable, because it really helps me too. So that's how this is going to work. So here's the fun part though. In order to make this work, if you want to make this work in your business, you have to do these consistently. And that means doing them every day and doing most of them every day. So Monday through Saturday, this is going to be a Monday through Saturday thing. Sunday is like a rest day, either a catch up for you or whatever you need to do, or just take some time with your family. Monday through Saturday, if you do 80% of what is here, and you, from basically, I'm going to get this all, let's say starting next week, 80% from next Monday until the end of the month, I will send you some little prize. Like, it's not going to be a raffle. It's like, you do the work, you get the prize. And whatever you choose to do, if you want to be a walker, do 80% of the walker activities. If you want to be a runner, do 80% of the runner activities on this tracker. And I will send you some sort of little prize. Sound good? Thumbs up? Everybody, questions? We have a couple of minutes if there's any questions. I'm going to post the link to the gifts again in the chat, and also in the replay of the video on YouTube. And I will finish this up tonight so that this has all of the dates here at the bottom. This has, like, you'll scroll over left and right, so that you can see like what the different, like it'll be like day 1, day 2, day 3. It'll be like 6 days, and then the next week it'll be 6 days scrolled over. So that will be what this is going to help you guys, because this is what's helped me. And like you guys, you saw like my Success Club numbers. Like I started doing this in June, and it took me a couple months to like really get things going, but it pays off because I did the work. And if you want this and you want to really move your business forward, you need to do the work too. And this will help you stay accountable. Good? Okay, cool. Well, thank you all so much for jumping on. We have less than a minute until Zoom cuts me off. But Jennifer, I just want to say welcome. I'm so excited you're here. High fives. Jennifer's excited. She's going to start the 3-day refresh when it gets there. And I don't have anything else to add. So I'm really excited you guys all hopped on, and I'll get this up and ready and let you know when it's up. So thank you. Have a great night. Amber, feel better. Bye, guys.